so intro. Hi, I'm Jamin Brazil, and you're listening blah, blah, blah. BuzzFeed is a digital news and entertainment company founded in 2006. BuzzFeed focused on tracking viral content. Yeah, I think that's super interesting. Their start with the algorithm and the chatbot that would send you like highlights or whatever.
So our first question has to be, with your origin story, how did you find yourself in all partners?
Let's talk a little bit about Yahoo. I think, what was it? It was a long time in Yahoo, right?
Yep. It was there twice, but longest from 2000 to 2015.
Yeah. So, who was that, right? What was his first year at Yahoo?
His first time at Yahoo was 2005 to 2008.
That was a crazy time for Yahoo. How did Yahoo use the insights back in those days? How could they use insights better?
Yeah.
How could Yahoo use the insights better? Yahoo's primary asset, I always believed, was Yahoo Mail, because it was very prestigious back then to have a Yahoo Mail. I don't know why. It was kind of like Gmail was.
I had a Yahoo.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And then that was like the big thing they neglected in favor of content.
Yeah.
Which now, it's funny, I think it's a timing issue in a lot of ways. Like if they would have done content now, we've seen all the platforms going to it, makes sense. Back then, focus on your core asset.
Yeah.
And they totally ignored Yahoo Mail. What are the 3 key lessons?
It's taken from his experience at all partners in Yahoo and applied at BuzzFeed. What is the trend that they're seeing given the increase in
social
consumption?
What does BuzzFeed want our listeners to do?
Perfect.
Okay.
It's very good interview.
Go team.
Hi, I'm Jayme Brazil, and you're listening to the Happy Market Research Podcast. My guest today is Edwin Wong, Senior Vice President of Market Research at BuzzFeed. Founded in 2006 by the likes of Kenneth Lehrer, Chairman of the Huffington Post. Over time, founded in 2006 by the likes of... This is the sound I make, by the way, sorry. Founded in 2006 by the likes of Kenneth Lehrer, Chairman of the Huffington Post, BuzzFeed is a digital news and entertainment company. Originally known for online quizzes, listicles, the pop culture articles, the company has grown into a global media and technology company, providing coverage on a variety of topics including politics, DIY, animals, and business. Prior to joining BuzzFeed, Edwin has guided market research strategy at both Yahoo and Pinterest. Edwin, thank you very much for joining us today.
How's it going?
So thinking about what I really want to hone in on here is where market research can add value to BuzzFeed. We struggle with this as market research companies because we always say, we're going to be by your side, but we don't have a informed, how do you articulate that? And I think that's where because it's like proof, you know what I mean, Jayme?
The industry's always struggled with wanting to have a seat at the table, and I think it's that message has been co-opted by specialists within the brands themselves.
Right, and then how we wind up, communicating the soft skills like we're going to be there beside you is really important. I think that's where market research companies coming into a BuzzFeed or wherever saying, hey, listen, we'll work with you on Christmas. We'll fly out and open your presents for you, whatever, right? I mean, they care about that.
Value add. It's no longer the mechanics of running research or being that sage on the hill.
That's right. Totally.
And then, gosh, what he was saying on voice is like almost what you have said to us, word for word, but coming from out of his mouth, it's crazy. He's completely on the basis.
The voice is transcending the current user product acquisition, right? So it's voice is literally changing everything.
Yeah,
the consumer journey is completely changed.
And I think what his analysis on how the tech was working was really, really interesting. I thought about this a lot, the development of the computer, because of course when you first got your personal computer, as you were talking about with your Apple II in our interview, it's like you practically had to know how to program to interface with it. And then of course as the development of the OS is more and more user-friendly and we understand what a non-programmer user needs, well, it distances them from what they can do to a certain extent, but it also makes it so much more accessible in terms of the masses who are accessing it. And the same thing he said about voice is the reason why the internet has been hard to translate for people who are a generation about us, even my parents still have trouble. Like how do you not know how to put the words together into a Google search to search effectively, but they just don't, have that fluency. And voice being that point of interception that makes it so much more easy to access the internet. One step removed, you don't even have to be computer fluent. You just have to be fluent in your native language to say, "Hey Alexa, who was the Academy Award winner of XYZ theater?" I don't know that.
Alexa, stop.
Well, certainly in time. I think right now there is a bit of a barrier because you have to know the specific words to call up and the skills to call, etc. But once interfacing with a personal assistant, visual personal assistant is leveraging language that you're more comfortable with, then I think that's when we'll start getting a critical mass of adoption.
Yeah, that's.
But all the tech guys will figure that out.
Well, and this is where there's a big opportunity for brands, is because your narrative around my parents don't know how to, right? Well, my kids don't know how to search as well as I do, and I mean they just don't. I can find things usually faster because I just know I need to type in how to or whatever, right? And that's where I think we get to inform voice, or brands rather get to help inform voice. You think about this, your Clorox spending money on ads, right? They should be spending money on ads to teach people how to buy on an Alexa.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's the words that they use to do the transaction. Because what does not exist is a script for how to interact with Alexa. It just doesn't exist.
Google did this recently with, I don't know if you've seen the commercial with Kevin Durant. That it's literally the crux of the commercial is just repetitively repeat, saying hey Google. And Kevin Durant, making a joke, is yo Google. And it's not working. And then finally the programmer says, well, maybe we'll go back there and change all the code so we can get Yo Google to work.
TV advertisements used to have the Facebook badge and your Twitter handle for
Totally.
your brands. They don't need to do that anymore.
Right.
It's been 5 years since that has appeared at the closing slide of your TV ad. One, because people aren't watching TV ads, and two, people know how to find you on Twitter since then.
Yeah.
So this is the new way of doing that.
Exactly. The brand, it's critical the brands inform the consumer on what that journey looks like.
Yeah.
Right? And the faster they get in front of it, the more profitable they will be in business in the next 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a wrap. Loved the time today with Edwin. Thank you very much, sir, and look forward to what BuzzFeed is doing. Market researchers, feel free to reach out to me through our social channels. We'd love to continue the dialogue. Have a great rest of your day.